Russell, you lost to Wideopen in the Cup on Saturday, but here tonight you've won convincingly in the end. Can you explain that?
I wish I could. In fairness, on Saturday it should have been exactly the same story. The difference was tonight we got the third goal, which was important. We've struggled all season holding on to leads. Yeah. The young lads, unfortunately, they've developed a habit that they need to get rid of, which is we score a goal and we sit back and we defend what we've got, and rather than going for the jugular. But tonight the third goal was massive. Saturday we scored early, we missed 3 or 4 glaring chances, and ultimately we conceded in the 88th minute and then 2 minutes into extra time. And I think it was ultimately just nerves that got the better of us. It's the same story all season as far as the lads are concerned. They give 100%. I don't think, other than one game against Newcastle University, there's not been a game this season where we've been outplayed. Sometimes it's just about finishing, taking our chances, and we've got young players. They make mistakes. They're human. They're still learning.
Your keeper did well in the first 15 minutes. 2 or 3 good stops there.
Yeah, he's very good shot stopper. He's been like that. He's been with me this is his 3rd season with me now, and he's constantly bailed us out. He's a very good shot stopper, and again, he's a confidence keeper, and he's been in a good run of form. And he's made some big saves, key points today.
And 33 minutes, Harper put you one up.
He knows where the goal is. We haven't had the benefit of him all season. He's away to university and back all the time. But he gives us a different option. Not just his goal scoring. His goal scoring is a bonus, but his ability to hold the ball up and bring other players into the game. Yes. He's a very clever footballer, and he works hard. Yes. And he ran himself into the ground tonight. And
then 40 minutes just before half-time, that changed your team talk, I suspect?
It did. I know there was complaints about the handball, whether it was, whether it wasn't. For me, the bigger frustration is we brought it on ourselves. We were giving the ball away cheaply. We invited pressure that wasn't really there before. And that's about managing situations. Again, it comes back to what I say about young lads.
Yes.
They've got experience. There's no substitute for it.
Yeah. But whatever you said at half-time worked, because 3 minutes into the second half, you regained the lead. Just about intensity.
I talked about the pace on our side. I talked about the way we moved the ball. We carved just before we conceded at the equaliser. We'd had a great chance with a brilliant 6-7 man move, and it was unfortunately just came too fast to the left winger. But we were creating chances against them. And the pace they were struggling. That's why we set the team up in the way we did tonight, to give them lots of pace to deal with.
67-minute penalty, red card, yellow card, and a sin bin.
Yeah, again, James making good runs. Yes. Harry Poole was much more like, Saturday wasn't his best game. He'll admit that himself, but his form's generally been good. And I thought his passing tonight, his creativity was excellent.
Yes.
He was, I asked him to be brave with his passing. At times he gave it away, but, if you ask someone to be brave, that's the risk they take.
And to me, the right back was an Ali Stoddart in the making.
Yeah, he was 16 when the season started. I don't know whether he's turned 17 yet. Him, Charlie, and also Jamie Shell, they were young boys when they came. They came along from Heaton Hawks under-16s to train with us in pre-season, and they impressed. But the difference now is they're now playing men's football and they look like they belong, whereas before they always had the ability, but they perhaps weren't quite sure what men's football was about.
Right. And just finally, you're at home next Wednesday night here?
Yeah, Stobswood. Welcome. I was going to say the league leaders, probably the league champions by then. Right. They've been very complimentary about us on social media. We lost to a late penalty against them at their place 1-0. We had a really good game. Again, missed a chance just before the penalty. It will be a competitive game. They've been on a great run, and they might be champions by then. Hopefully, we can catch them on an off day.
So come along and watch the champions.
Yeah.
First team and the reserves.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed, exactly. And ultimately, we're driving for a 7th place finish. It's not where we wanted to be.
Yeah.
I think most of the teams in this league acknowledge that we probably should have been, perhaps not with Stobswood, but we should have been in the group behind them.
Right.
But ultimately, a lot of games through a mixture of decisions, both refereeing and our own bad game management, and too many missed chances and too many points dropped earlier in the season. Been on a great run since Christmas. I don't know what the form table looks like, but I suspect we're in the top 3 since Christmas.
Brilliant. Well done.